Andy in the Arctic. Tommy and his friends had asked the robot RK5 to take them to Australia, but something went horribly wrong. When the smoke cleared, the children were not together and not in Australia. Tommy ended up on the planet Fourth. Sam found herself in a desert. What happened to Andy, Lucy, and Kim? When the smoke cleared, Andy felt very cold. He looked around for his friends. All he saw was Bongo, his pet monkey, and a lot of snow. The snow around him was perfectly smooth. There were no footprints of any kind anywhere. Bongo was running around to keep warm. Andy was worried when Bongo ran so far away that he looked like a dot in the distance. Andy called for Bongo to come back. When Bongo returned, he excitedly pulled on Andy's sleeve, asking him to follow. Andy retraced Bongo's steps with him and soon saw why the monkey was so excited. Bongo had found footprints. "Good boy, Bongo. These must be the footprints of our friends," said a happy Andy. Andy couldn't tell how many sets of prints there were. He thought there were 4. Andy and Bongo quickly followed the trail of footprints. They began to run. Andy was anxious to see his friends, and running helped him stay warm. Andy and Bongo soon saw a big igloo in the distance. "Our friends must be in there," Andy said to Bongo. When they were close to the igloo, Andy called out, "Tommy, Sam, Lucy, Kim, are you in there?" Nobody answered. Nobody appeared at the entrance. Andy went into the igloo. There was nobody inside, but there were 4 comfortable-looking beds. Covering each was a fur blanket. Laid out on the beds were clothes made of fur. Andy grabbed a fur coat and put it on. It fit perfectly. He then found a pair of fur trousers and quickly pulled them on. He looked for something for Bongo to wear. All the clothes were too big for his pet monkey. He spotted a fur bag on one of the beds. "This will do for you," Andy said, "but I need to cut the stitches to make holes for your head and arms." Bongo leaped over to him. Bongo held a big knife in his hand. "Where did you get this?" asked Andy. Bongo pointed to a small wooden table. A big piece of smoked meat sat on top. Andy cut holes in the bag. Now Bongo had a warm fur coat too. Then they sat at the table and ate slices of the smoked meat. They now felt warm, with full tummies. Andy thought the best plan was to wait until their friends returned. "They are probably out looking for us," he thought. So Andy and Bongo jumped into bed and quickly fell asleep. Andy was dreaming that he was at a beautiful beach.
Andy was dreaming a beautiful beach.
He was swinging.
He was at the beautiful beach. He was swinging
in a hammock stretched between two palm trees. Then he opened his eyes to find that he had been lifted off the bed and was trapped in a net. The net was held tightly at each end by creatures wearing fur coats with large hoods. Andy could not see their faces except for the dark goggles they wore. Andy looked around for Bongo. The monkey was nowhere to be seen. Andy glanced over to the table and saw that the knife was not there. While Andy was being captured, Tommy was rescuing RK robots on the planet Borth. Tommy found out that Aplixa was the only one who could help him find his friends. Aplixa was from RK5's home planet Gendros. She was the engineer who had programmed all the RK class robots. Tommy also had seen the evil Osnox, who had captured all the RK robots except RK5. Tommy had just managed to release RK9 and was running through the forest with an RK robot in each hand. He was running away from Osnox and his henchmen. Tommy was just about to stop for a rest when the damp, green earth below his feet gave way. He felt himself falling into a deep hole. He landed with a bump. Now we are in big trouble. Osnox has captured us, Tommy said to RK5. Don't worry, little boy, said a voice from above. It is not Osnox who has captured you. That is the voice of Aplixa, said RK5. We will be safe now. Aplixa lowered a rope into the hole. Tommy put the RK robots into his pockets and carefully climbed the rope while Aplixa helped pull him up. When he reached the top, Aplixa helped Tommy the rest of the way out of the hole. This trap was not meant for you, she said. This was meant for Osnox and his guards. Aplixa was surprised but happy when Tommy produced the two RK robots from his pockets. We have a lot to talk about, said Aplixa. But first, we must get out of here before Osnox finds us. Follow me. Tommy followed Aplixa through the forest. He had trouble keeping up as she ran so quickly. Can we stop for a rest? Asked a tired Tommy. We're almost there. Just another couple of minutes, was the reply. Within 10 minutes, they were sitting in Aplixa's treehouse, sipping coconut milk. The house was near the top of one of the tallest trees in the forest. To get there, they used the rope to climb the tree. Once they reached the house, Aplixa pulled up the rope behind them. Osnox will never find us here, said Aplixa. Now you tell me how you got here, and why you have these two RK robots with you. Aplixa listened very carefully as Tommy told her his story. When he'd finished, Aplixa said, "That's very interesting. Now let me tell you why I'm here. Osnox is a very evil character. He found out that with the combined power of all the RK robots, He could take over and rule your planet Earth. She continued. He had captured all the RK robots except for RK5. He is trying to track down RK5, and that is why you are here. Osnox has built examples of all Earth habitats here on Borth. A different habitat occupies each of the towers you've seen on Borth. We are now in the Rainforest Tower. He is studying the habitats to be ready for when he takes over Earth. I was sent here by the ruler of Gendros to stop him. But can you help me find my friends? Asked Tommy. I think I can, was Aplixa's reply. To be continued.